Afternoon, all. Coach Russ here, and a bit of glare there. I took my glasses off today. I think can't see much, but hey ho. Good afternoon. Coming to you live and direct from change of scenery. I'm now in the living room as opposed to the bedroom where I'm usually banished to do my work. So the title today: Am I eating too much? I mentioned this morning when I went live. This will be all about quantity and how much can we actually really eat. And the difficult thing is I haven't got an answer for you, because every single one of us is an individual, of course, and we all have different bodily requirements when it comes to what we can put in our body, different needs, energy needs. However, when we're starting off on some sort of new program or new way of eating because we have a goal, and the goal is we want to lose weight because we want to look good come the summer in our swimsuits, or we don't like the way we look in the mirror, or our partner's saying you put on a few extra pounds, do something about it. That's what we're doing this for, and how we get to that point also varies. Look, there's no hard and fast rule. If there was a hard and fast rule for this, we'd have a very easy decision. If I told you, do A, B, and C and get your results, guaranteed 100%, and it's really, really easy to follow, you'd probably just go and do it straight away. If I could set that en masse, though, that's what I'm talking about. If I told everyone en masse, right, everyone in the world, this is what you do, A, B, and C, do it, guarantee results. Now, someone in the background is going to say to me, well, you can do that. You just do this, do this, do this. Yes, but the things that make up those 3 points are the variables. We don't know the variables for individuals. So en masse, there is no easy answer. Individually, we can start talking about how we're going to help. But that's why the right coach exists. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I'm here to give you some pointers and throw you in the right direction as to how you get started on deciding what is the right thing, how much food is the right food to put on the plate every day. So I'm going to give you 2 options here. Option 1 is you haven't eaten right for a long time. And I don't know what right even means at the moment for you, but what you perceive as being the correct way of eating, healthy food, some would say clean eating, which I don't obviously like that much. But if we look at nutritious food, because no one can argue that nutritionally correct food will give us a positive response in our body. Our body yearns nutrition. So we all know that if we put a fatty burger in our gobs and eat that, as opposed to a nice lean piece of chicken, one is nutritionally beneficial to the other. So depending on your starting point today and how much you know you've got to eat, how you know you've got to make changes, your change could be, quite simply, get rid of processed. Just be nutritionally beneficial foods in your mouth. That's what you're going to do. Now, if you're following that route, so we're talking lean proteins and veg and some quality carbs, some good fats, if you just follow that, then I would portion things accordingly. I would simply have 1 portion of each. And what is a portion going to say? Well, it's going to vary, but the one rule of thumb we can use is, and the thumb comes into it, using our hand as a measuring guide is a bloody good starting place. Simple as. So let's say a piece of protein is the size of your palm, 1 portion. A piece of fat is equivalent to the size of your thumb, 1 portion. A fistful of veggies, 1 portion, and a fistful of carbs, 1 portion. If you ate like that, 4 things on your plate, 3 meals a day, 1 portion of each, based on your hand size guide, and nothing else other than good water and perhaps some herbal teas, some quality drinks, I guarantee it will have a positive impact. It will taper off. Changes will need to be made. But as a starting point, who's someone who has struggled in the past, which may be you, and needs to make changes for the future, that's a cracking starting point in terms of quantity. There's option 1. Option 2 is a whole different ballgame. But it's simple because it's based on calorific intake. Calories, we all know them. We all shy away from counting them because that's what we know to be the correct way, or what we should know is the correct way of dealing with this. Our body uses energy throughout the day, calories. Energy equals calories. So if our body uses 2,000 calories to sustain itself without much movement, and we eat 2,000 calories, we maintain our weight. If our body requires 2,000 calories throughout the day to sustain itself, and we eat 3,000 calories, do you have any idea what that extra 1,000 calories is going to happen to them? They're going to be saved in the body as fat. It's energy your body can't use, so it has to store it as fat. And that's why you put on weight. If you're allowed 2,000 calories in a day, and I'm not sure that's the right figure for you, that's just a rule of, just a random figure for the purposes of this discussion. If you're allowed 2,000 and you eat 1,500 a day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose fat because your body hasn't got all the food it needs, so it has to take that 500 calories that it's missing and find something else to burn in the body. And if you've got fat in the body to burn, that's what's going to happen. If you haven't got fat to burn, but whatever you do, don't eat underneath your requirement. Have at least 2,000. So you can see option 2 is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more time intensive, because you've got to count the calories you eat, you've got to know the calories your body requires, and know how many calories you're potentially burning with exercise, because that comes into the equation. And once you've got all those 3, you can put a plan together to work on maintenance, lost weight, add weight, because some people need to add weight as well. So you can see here, there's many parts of this. So in terms of quantity for the second part, it's based on calorie counting. Can't get around it, but it works. It's scientific. You can't disprove science. Disprove science. I thought I got the wrong word there for a second. The first option is that easier option when you haven't done anything for a long time. Is just working on nutritious foods that your body needs anyway. Quantities all based around the hand. And that you'll see some amazing results. In fact, the guys in my Facebook group, free Facebook group, Stronger Than Yesterday, are currently going through a 21-day challenge, all based around nutritious foods. That's all. And they're seeing some amazing results. We're on day, 11 now, 10 days to go. And they're seeing some amazing results just by eating nutritionally well, as opposed to feeding their bodies with crap. So I hope that's helped you somewhat. All about quantities, whether it's using the hand or tracking calories, you now know which direction you want to go in. If you need any more information specific to yourself, by all means reach out, contact me at The Right Coach. All that information is below. We're on Instagram, on YouTube. You can message me, you can WhatsApp me, whatever it is, here to help. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you all very soon. For now, Russ Boy, out.